OLED or mini LED?
Mini LED.
The last tech product that you bought with your own money.
I did iPhone 17 Pro Max.
What's the most binge-worthy show that you have watched?
Panchayat.
One brand outside of consumer electronics that you really admire. What's that one leadership advice that you find yourself giving too often?
Don't follow me.
Joining me today is someone who's been leading one of the fastest growing consumer electronics brands in India, Mr. Pankaj Rana, the CEO of Hisense India. Under his leadership, the brand has had a remarkable growth this year, not just in TV, but also in the home appliances segment. Today, we'll be talking about the brand's growth and the RGB Mini LED technology that's turning heads worldwide, and also talk about the India's entertainment landscape. So, sir, welcome to the show.
Thank you.
And I will just start off by quickly asking you, what is it that's something you're watching on TV right now?
Okay. I saw the match between India and Australia. Women's
Right, absolutely.
50 semi-final. So that was something.
But
quite-
generally, what do you watch for, like, whenever you get the time for a casual viewing? Do you like films? Do you like TV shows?
So as I'm a avid sports enthusiast,
Okay.
so I love to see sports. So majorly, of course, most of the Indian we watch cricket, but Hisense is a global sponsor of the soccer. So now I have, from last 1 year, I have a keen interest in soccer. And once after sports, of course, the OTT content, but content which should be more lighter, because office and professional life is little stressed and busier. So it should be more towards the comedy or light or on the entertainment side. So this is what I usually do on TV.
Nice. So, sir, if I had to, describe the TV market in India right now, how would you sort of, take it up? How would you describe the India TV market right now?
So good thing about TV market is now what I see a change, because I'm in this industry from long. So when I was starting managing TV in Panasonic in 2010 and when now in 2025 in Hisense. So now good thing about that, customer awareness has increased about the technology. And I should say thanks to the smartphones. So now when customers are interacting or even my friends are interacting about the TVs, so they have a great awareness about the different technologies. So customer knows about mini LED TV, they know OLED, they know QLED, they know 4K. So when they discuss with me or when I interact with them, they generally talk about and ask me the questions, what's the difference between QLED, mini LED, I should buy QLED or mini LED or maybe 4K TV for me. On the other side, good thing is that customer is getting more awareness again because of thanks to the smartphones evolution, that they talk about even whether this TV supports gaming, what is the processor in this TV, what is the refresh rate in TV.
Exactly.
Frankly speaking, all these things were not happening. So maybe 15 years before or 10 years before, TV majorly was two things. One is the picture quality, another was the audio, and to some extent design, aesthetics. But now customer is much more deeper into the TV technology, and when they buy and when they interact, it's more interactive. And we need to be update ourselves also.
Absolutely. But just in terms of like the market share,
So Hisense is selling TVs in India market from last 3 years.
Right.
But majorly before this year, we were selling our TVs into the e-commerce channel. So on e-commerce channel, specifically on Amazon, so we are close to 10%. Some months we are at 8%, 9% or 10% market share for our TV business. In TV, as you know, we have two brands. One is Hisense, another is Toshiba. On offline channel, as we started building our offline channel majorly in 2025, and that too in the H2 of 2025.
Right.
So offline at this moment in terms of market share is of course small, because we are doing the penetration into the offline channel at this moment. But if I tell you the offline share in some of the channel where we have entered, so like this Diwali, specifically last 45 days of sellout of
Festive
Diwali,
season,
some of the large regional retailers or some of the big modern retail chains, we were close to 8 to 10% market share also.
All right.
And those retail chains where we were very focused, we were either number 4 or number 5 brand. And now another part of your question was that most of us knows that in TV specifically, 65 to 70% is between top 3 brands at this moment, which is LG, Samsung and Sony. But I see a great scope for number 4, number 5, number 6 brands catching up very fast into the TV industry. Because as you know that Hisense is a global TV player, strong global TV player, large screen, specifically 100-inch, and we are number 1 in the global TV technology.
Yeah. So, sir, post GST reforms, we have seen like a lot of inclination towards large screen TVs. It's due to the accessibility. That's one point wherein the prices of large screen televisions have come down a bit. But what's your take on that? How is the consumer orientation shifting towards large screen TV, and do you have something to say on that?
Okay, great. So if you see, if we all remember specifically COVID time, correct? So COVID time has helped the binge watching very popular across the world, of course, into the India. So if you see the upgradation of the customer
Right.
to a large screen TV started happening from 2020 onwards. Because COVID did many unfortunate or bad things for us, but one good thing if COVID did, that we all spent good time with our family. So we again enjoyed those family moments because we didn't have any other option to go out, correct?
Absolutely.
So TV was the only one thing which most of us watched with the family, which can be sports, entertainment, and television. But what happened during that time, it shifted the total experience for the everyone, family or the customer. And if you see specifically in these 4 to 5 years, now India is started becoming a large screen TV market. So customers are upgrading themselves from, example, if they have a 55-inch TV to 75-inch TV, or even 85 or 100-inch TV. So most of my colleagues who are working with me and who are into the industry, so most of them are surprised to see this, that even if we don't have a bigger wall, if a customer do not have a bigger wall, still he is aspired to put 85-inch or 75-inch TV, because they want a cinema-like experience while they are watching OTT content, entertainment, or even the sports over the TV. This is one part. Second, GST has definitely fueled this, because overall if you see, GST reduction is 28% to 10% in 40-inch and above, and that to 43-inch and above. And specifically, if you will see large screen, the value, absolute value impact is really big. So customer has upgraded in last 45 days more to the large screen, because affordability is becoming really good for them. And on top of affordability, it is not the price reduction, but the attractive schemes by most of the brand. Okay. So we give, most of us give no cost EMI, and EMI divided into maybe 18 months, 12 months or 24 months. So it is becoming, affordability is becoming better. Right. And experience, because everyone wants to have a family time over weekend or during the shows when it is coming. So TV is gaining momentum again. TV industry is gaining momentum again, thanks to the GST cut also.
How has the festive sale been for Hisense, and what do you think is like the overall demand right now?
So festive, specifically last 2 months, or if I talk about the after GST cut, because GST cut happened specifically around 20 or 21st of September onwards. So since then, in last 35 to 40 days, so there is a big upsurge in the demand, and the number, sellout number, we call it sellout number, sales to the end customer. If I see overall industry, as per many reports, industry has also grown by 30 to 35%. But if I talk about Hisense specifically, in these 60 days, our growth is more than 65 to 70% in both offline channel, and we have a reasonably big growth in the e-commerce channel also. And we see this momentum moving forward also. Why I should say? Because this GST cut is not a specific time. This is now there to stay.
Yeah.
So customers knows the affordability point and the price positioning, and Festive was really good. On top of it, we though we were quite new entrant to the offline player, but we did reasonably good marketing campaign and the below the line activities also during this festive time.
The new RGB Mini LED technology, it's been the talk of the world right now. For somebody who's watching it at home, how is RGB Mini LED technology different from, say, a QLED or a OLED?
Yeah, great question. So first of all, Hisense is the pioneer into the RGB Mini LED technology. We were the brand who launched 116-inch and 100-inch UX series also into the Indian market and the global market.
Right.
Of course, at this moment, price positioning is quite premium. Now coming to the point which you asked, that how the experience for a layman or for a consumer is different compared to any other product, maybe QLED or maybe Mini LED, which is not RGB. So if you watch TV specifically, so what customer can perceive and feel with his naked eye, so that is very, very important. So if you see, the blacks are really black, and contrast ratio is really good in RGB Mini LED. Another thing, as we all know that I shared with you this, if you continuously watch TV, of course it might have some impact on individuals' eyesight, but RGB Mini LED, because the technology is like that, so it is like a cinema-like experience. So if you even watch continuously, it has at least negligible no impact. And while we launched only 2 SKU this year, we have a much bigger plan for the Indian market and the global market also, to launch many SKUs into the RGB Mini LED technology for both of our TV brand, which is Hisense and Toshiba.
You know, we often see that display technology breakthroughs, whenever they happen, you know, they sort of, in the early years, they have high cost associated with them, right? How long till we see the RGB Mini LED technology trickle down to the mass consumer, so to speak, maybe in like a 55-inch size or a 65-inch TV size?
So good question. For me at this moment, slightly different, difficult to answer exactly with the timelines. But I can tell you one thing, specifically Hisense and many TV brands will come up with their lineup of RGB technology. And as we know, in most of the technology and most of the areas in last many years, once the democratization of technology starts happening, and once most of the brands start adopting the technology and it comes into the most of the SKUs in terms of TV, in terms of all screen size, as you are saying, 55-inch till maybe under 16-inch. So it will definitely have a better price value for the customer, and it can become one of the mainstream technology for the customers in the TV.
Hisense has also partnered with Devialet for the audio enhancements. Correct. What do you think is like now the modern TV experience right now? Is it only cohesive to the visual quality, or does it also encapsulate like the audio fidelity into it?
No, absolutely right, and very good question. So audio plays a major role into the TV. For TV, if you, as I shared that many years before, TV was majorly picture quality and audio. But audio specifically in Indian context also plays a very crucial role, because when we watch TV, most of us as an Indian consumer, we need high bass, and in terms of we need a surround sound system and experience, because without that we generally miss what is the real content. And now if you see most of the OTT content and most of the movies, whether it's from south part of India or north part of India, so audio plays a very crucial role. So as I just want to brief you about Hisense is the one who always focus on audio part in TVs. Like last few years, we were specifically targeting or selling Tornado range of TVs into the India. And Tornado range of TV, specifically in our QLED range, was very popular among the customers. Still, many of my colleagues or many of my friends ask me, so can you help me to buy this Tornado TV rather than saying me Hisense TV? So you can, why I should say that customer connects with audio, specifically in the India market. So audio is very integral to the TVs.
So how critical is mainline retail for you right now in 2025 and going forward?
For me, I am very close to the offline retail and mainline retail. While consumer shift is happening towards e-commerce, quick commerce, and those are very critical channel for brand to be there. And we are anyways there from last 3.5 years. But for a product like TV, so demonstration plays a very crucial role. For example, if I have to really explain to the customer what is the difference between a mini LED TV, QLED TV or a 4K TV. So then customer has to really see the TV on shop floor for the picture quality, how the contrast looks like, how the brightness looks like, how the blacks and the colors looks like. So it plays a very crucial role. Another thing is, as we are a large screen TV player, so for us to demonstrate our strength, global strength and the strength in the Indian market, offline is a very crucial, plays a very crucial role. As you said, specifically in Satya agencies in Chennai and other parts of South India with Satya agencies, and Great Eastern in West Bengal and other parts of the country wherever they have their stores. What we are doing, we are not just displaying our product, but with the help of sales promoters, we are trying to give the experience to the end customer also, that how TVs should be experienced and displayed.
Right.
So in a sense, if you ask me for 2026 planning, offline is the most critical element for us. So most of the offline retail chains, specifically in south part of India or east part of India, we plan to enter and we plan to display our products
Nice.
and give experience to the customer.
In India, a lot of the people, who buy TVs or home appliances, they look after, what's the after sale service going to be like. What's your personal reassurance on that front, and how is Hisense after sales strategy?
So if I talk about after sale service briefly, so it has basically three major pillars. One, when the customer buy a product, specifically TV, how quickly a brand can do the installation of the TV. Because no customer at home just want to keep box for a longer time.
That's right.
As soon as the box comes at home, it should be installed. So what we are doing in most of the cities, 80% of the cities, we are doing the installation within 24 hours of the customer purchase of the TV. The rest 20% of the towns, which is tier 3 or maybe tier 4, we are doing within 48 hours. So this is one metric which is very crucial for any brand and specifically for us, as we are a new entrant specifically into the offline channel. Second metric for after sale service is the repair. So in any situation, if a customer TV is not working, maybe after 6 months, 1 year, or whenever any issue happens in the TV, so how quickly brand or us we can respond and how quickly we can solve the problem in the TV. Right. Because there are many events or there are many activities which is happening, nobody wants to miss. Correct? So this is second very big important metric which we are working. This also for us, we are trying to make our turnaround time or SLAs as good as possible, equal to the whatever best in the industry, which is possibly within 72 hours to the 96 hours. This is second important metric. Third metric, which is now becoming very popular or very critical, not exactly popular, very critical for us as a brand. For example, if you are buying TV, so how quickly you can be connected on WhatsApp or message or call, that how much time it will take for installation to happen, and your preference, because most of the young professionals, they are working. Our service team has to take a time slot from them. So most critical thing is the real time information with the customer in terms of installation, in terms of repair. So our CRM integration with the service team and finally connecting with the customer. So this is what we are working on, so that it is no more customer service. If you ask me, as a brand, we have to work on the customer delight. And if you ask me, this will be the most critical metric for me and for us as a brand, that we should be considered as one of the best brand in this.
This is also the year where Hisense has sort of moved beyond televisions, right? You are getting into the home appliances category. Talk to me about, what made that shift happen.
So globally, if I tell you first about Hisense, so Hisense is a very few brands into the consumer durable space who are into the electronics, consumer electronics, which is TV and audio, and into the home appliances.
Correct.
So we are into the consumer electronics, and globally, if we see, we are very strong into the home appliances, be it air conditioner, refrigerator, washing machine, even small domestic appliances. And we have a bouquet of brands also. Like in TV, we have a Toshiba brand. In home appliances, we have a Grenier, which is very premium European built-in kitchen brand. Of course, it has laundry products also, and small domestic appliances also very premium. And then Asco, further top of the line premium home appliances brand. Okay. So for us to be in India market, we are here for a long term. So we want customer to experience complete range of Hisense products. This is one of the big motivation to bring the complete lineup of Hisense products into the market. And one of the big area where we want to focus in 2026 and grow that market is the air conditioners. Achha. So as you know that we have done a partnership with the local Indian company called EPAC, okay, who will assemble and manufacture our air conditioners in CD City, Hyderabad. And we will do our pilot production and mass production middle of December. We will start in this factory. So this will be one of the major product which will be focused on India market in 2026.
How does Hisense plan to take away the market share from Samsung, LG, Sony when it comes to, just pure numbers and, sales?
Being a new brand, I should say, being a new brand into the Indian market specifically, globally, we have done very good wherever we are present, be it North America, Europe, Middle East or Africa. So in India, we want to play on our strength. Frankly speaking, if you ask me next 2 years, rather than saying that we want to take a market share from brand A, B, or C, we want to play on our strength. So we want our customers to experience the Hisense range of product, and why Hisense product in terms of picture quality, in terms of audio, in terms of aesthetics are better. And it is not only they should buy our product, and they should have a delight while using these products. And if they are happy about our product, they will of course refer Hisense as a brand for TVs or maybe for air conditioners also to their near and dear ones. If you ask me if we'll do everything right, so then numbers and market share is just a byproduct. So rather than bringing somebody down or taking somebody's shares, we will create our own space, and we are very confident, and this is what we have done in last 6 months into the offline channel.
One last question. What's the one misconception that you think Indians have about Hisense?
So people think that we are a TV brand. So we are not a TV brand. We are a multi-product company. As I was explaining earlier also, TV is our dominant product. But we are very strong in air conditioner, washing machine, which I say laundry range of products, small domestic appliances, even refrigerator. So we want to bring a multi-product category and multifaceted face of Hisense into the customers to the Indian market.
So I'll just quickly, we'll ask him a couple of rapid fire questions. You have to answer in one word, okay?
Sure. I'll try.
OLED or Mini LED?
Mini LED.
The last tech product that you bought with your own money?
I did iPhone 17 Pro Max.
Oh, that's nice. What's the most binge-worthy show that you have watched on TV?
I'm not too much into this, but I should say Panchayat.
What's that one leadership advice that you find yourself giving too often?
To others?
Yes.
Oh, that's an interesting question. Don't follow me.
One brand outside of consumer electronics that you really admire?
Also, outside consumer electronics, if you ask me, I really love a footwear brand. It is called Eco.
One trend about TVs that you just hate?
TVs more or less becoming like smartphones. And
That's right.
it can confuse customers. Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you so much for joining us. And it's been a pleasure talking to you. Can't wait to experience the RGB Mini LED technology and its TVs in India. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for your time.